All right, so I've got a really great show for you today. I'm just completely thrilled because we're going to get to go some places. Well, I've got a friend on the couch, so I can go places that we traditionally don't go. And he thinks I'm going to take him down a path. He goes, "You're not going to make me cry today. I'm hardened inside." He actually has 2 young little girls, and they cry all the time. So he goes, "I don't cry anymore. This is I get all the crying." And we're not going to make him cry, but we're gonna go back and we're gonna talk a lot about today. So important, right? How do you go from being, when you focus on one thing as a kid, and you had this dream when you're a real little kid, like a 5, 6-year-old, I want to play in the NFL. That's where I'm going. And your entire life, you're the star football player, right? And you actually was a pretty amazing baseball player. But then everybody's focused on you in high school, college, and then you hit the big dream. You make it to the show. You make it to the NFL. And all your dreams have happened for you. But what they don't tell you is, what the hell do I do now when it's over? How do I take all of that excitement and pressure, and I'm on top of the world, Ma, here I am, and then it's over, and you wake up. And that's what I'm fascinated about. How do you make that transition? We've had a lot of guys talk about not transitioning so well, right? And it's tough. And the beauty of having my good friend Jared Smith on the couch today is he lived through it, and he mentors young athletes that are coming up. And I can't wait for you guys to hear about this because it's pretty special. But we're going to go through a lot of things that Jared's gone through and has had wonderful success at. And we're going to talk about changing diapers and how does this guy that's this big actually get there. Did he change the diapers, or did he say, "Honey, no, I'm a football star. I don't change diapers"? I'm really excited to put that pressure on him and see. Might get Bree on the phone to see if he really changed the diapers. All right, we're going places we probably shouldn't go. So we'll get out of the diapers and let's go right to meeting my good friend Jared Smith. How are you, buddy?
Man, I'm doing good. How are you doing?
So did you change diapers?
Oh, of course.
You got right in there.
Oh, I did. I didn't have a choice.
Yeah.
Bree was like, I did all the work carrying. You're going to help. So I did.
All right.
So I was gagging the whole time, though. Yeah. I was the gagger.
So I had never changed the diaper before my little one.
Oh, my God.
And so when I got the first baby and had to do that thing.
Yeah.
It's an experience. Do you remember that first time?
Oh, I remember. I was gagging. My throat hurt so much, so I was gagging. And my wife actually has it on film. I think she has it on video of me changing my first diaper. I was gagging so much, I almost like dry heaved.
Yeah, it's a smell like you just had never smelled before.
Oh, man. I'm an avid hunter. I've gutted many animals before.
And that's a horrible smell.
Nothing compared to like human poop. I picked up dog poop so many times.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's just something, I don't know. It's just.
Baby poop is a special thing.
It is, unfortunately.
Not a good special thing.
It's even worse when because our kids are very well traveled. They go international a lot.
Yes.
And so we fly a lot. And plus our families are out of states. We fly a lot. And changing diapers on the plane.
Oh.
You want to talk about hard.
No, and nobody really likes you.
No, because
nobody around you is
I don't fit in the bathroom. So we're like, we have 3 seats, our first child. Oh, we're changing a read there and there. You see the people dry heaving all around. and they're not going to say anything because then they see me.
You're the bad. Well, they think I want to be the bad guy to say.
Oh, at that point I just didn't care. I just didn't care.
How can a little infant that sweet, just this sweet little baby, produce something so bad? Foul.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a mystery. I've always wanted 3 kids until I had 2. I'm just like, I don't want to do the diapers no more.
No,
I don't want to do.
Is it going to happen? Could there be a third?
No, God, no. No. Well, we know because
Jared was amazing. Him and his beautiful wife Bree. They were on the very first episode of To the Rescue, and so your other children are your puppy dogs.
Mm-hmm.
You had like 5 dogs when you first took on Hondo. Yeah, you fostered Hondo through his toughest times.
Yeah.
And those poops weren't very good. I don't even know if he was pooping much back then because he was a mess.
It was different with dogs. I have no issue. But, yeah, I mean, it was definitely Hondo he was very well trained. He was a
pretty special dog.
He is a very special dog, very emotional dog.
Yeah.
He is he was very shy at first. I remember getting him and how, I told you before, how scabby he was.
Oh, yeah.
He had no hair. He was mange really bad. I mean, he looked like on the verge of death. I mean, he really did. He didn't look good. But it was just, we had to give him these special medicine baths every day. Every day.
You know what amazed me is because this was the first episode we ever had done. Mm-hmm. And I understood rescue, but you guys went above and beyond the Call of Duty because we gave you a project. Hondo was a project. Hondo was barely alive.
Yeah.
And it took some real special people to be able to nurse him back.
Yeah.
And you were telling me Bree would actually sleep with Hondo.
Yeah, she was always laying with him. He was very shy and very to himself. He was a very good dog, but he was just like kind of numb to emotion. Like he's never experienced it before.
Yeah, because he was on the streets.
Yeah, I mean, he
grew up on the streets.
He just was, what do I do?
Yeah.
And, it was unique seeing that because I think it allowed him to develop quicker with our other dogs, kind of him seeing it
how I'm supposed to act.
Right. And I think that helped out a lot because, after the first month, we saw like the real side of him as he was getting healthier and, all that kind of stuff. But I mean, he was just kind of being around all the adults allowed him to be a dog.
Yeah.
Not this, I'm shy, I don't know what to do kind of a thing, because he was kind of emotionally numb for a long time.
I mean, it's scary to think the PTSD that this pup was suffering from, right?
Oh, God, I can imagine.
Malnutrition, just had all these problems and diseases, and that he had to overcome. One eye was just, we thought we were going to lose the eye.
Yeah, we thought we were going to lose the eye for a while.
But you guys kept that medication and the consistency and the love that you guys showed that dog is what got him through.
Yeah, I mean, just the medicine was insane. I mean, we had a bag of medicines. I mean, for the eye, I remember we had to do like drops in the eye, then ointment afterwards, 2 to 3 times a day. I mean, plus with the mange, baths every day. Plus, it was a lot. I mean, it was definitely, he had a bunch of other medicines we had to make sure we had to give him. I mean, I felt like we were living with a grandma for a while because we had those little medicine things on the counter, like Mondays, Tuesdays.
You're going, Tommy, what did you bring me? You brought me the worst case ever, but it probably was the most gratifying.
Oh, for sure. I mean, seeing the positive side. I mean, I'm sure there's instances where people don't see the positive side of it, but I mean, fortunately we were. But it was kind of see the growth of a dog's behavior to kind of go from where he was to where he is now.
Oh my gosh.
It's unrecognizable.
Yeah, truly unrecognizable.
Yeah, really.
And it's pretty special. We're now in our 6th season of To the Rescue. And I always reflect back on Hondo, and I got to go visit him.
And I want to go visit him one day.
And it was pretty special. Yeah, you need to. We'll go up to Oklahoma.
I'm curious to see if he would even recognize me. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I promise he will.
Yeah.
Dogs are pretty amazing.
Special.
And what you did for him, you and Bree, this dog will never forget.
Yeah.
And it would be like, you see these internet videos now of these people that were separated from their dogs, and they try to just walk by and act like, will he recognize me?
Yeah.
And then the dog just is looking, and then all of a sudden, oh my God.
Yeah.
Those dadgum little YouTube videos bring me to tears because you go, they know.
Oh,
they
for
remember.
Sure. Oh, yeah, they definitely do.
So special. If I was to ask you, those times. What sticks with you most about Hondo? What did Hondo? You taught a lot to Hondo. Well, what did Hondo teach you and your bride?
I think to cherish life, because it's kind of because when we got Hondo, he was so on the edge of just the unknowns of what was going to happen.
Yes.
And so seeing it kind of develop and progress and heal, it just like with nurture, love, it heals.
Yes.
And that kind of like instilled in us that, just nurture and love, it just goes a long, long way.
So you're a big dude.
I am. Very big guy.
And so you see this big guy, you hunt, you fish, you played in the NFL, you got a Super Bowl ring on your finger, which it has to be a proud moment. But now don't just hold it up there like that.
Oh no, I'm crying.
See, I knew I was going to bring it to here. And then to see how nurturing you can be.
Yeah.
Just putting all that love into a pup, because a lot of guys, it has to be hard when you're at the top of your game. You're a star, you've reached all the pinnacles, you're getting all the accolades, and people beating down your door for all kinds of things, right?
Yeah.
But then you go, well, what's most important to me? And where did that come from? You take on this challenge of a dog, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you had other dogs, which is pretty special. But where did you come from? Where did that love of animals and love of humanity come from?
I mean, we've always had dogs growing up. I mean, dogs were a huge part of our lives. My mom showed dogs when I was a kid. So
really?
Yeah. He grew up going to dog shows and all that kind of stuff. Oh yeah. I remember
so it's
dogs.
Just natural.
Yeah. I mean, it was a very big part. I mean, I remember, cause these dog shows, buying a dog, it ain't cheap. I remember these dogs costing $10,000 or whatever to just get a good breed. Oh yeah. Wow. And it's just like, but we would, we had
a special breed that your mom worked with?
Rottweilers only. So we grew up with Rottweilers our whole life.
Wow.
And
you don't hear a show dog being a Rottweiler that often.
Yeah. There's a lot of them in there. They're beautiful dogs. They're big,
beautiful,
blocky heads. And
yeah.
But yeah, but they were a huge part of our lives. We played with them all the time. When we grew up, we had some land and we're always outside with them, run around. We would just lock them on the porch, and they would always get out. And me and my brother would go hide, and he would have to come find us. Oh, we were hiding in trees, all kinds of stuff, and he would just run around the house, just keep looking for us, And
that's how you want your kids to grow up.
100%. Right? Yeah. That's why animals for us is huge, because this is a huge part of our lives. Mm-hmm. So that's why we have dogs. We still have dogs. We have 4 dogs. We have goats, chickens.
Oh my gosh.
We like animals. We like being around them. We want our kids to be around them. It's a big responsibility. And as a kid, you learn to take care of an animal,
Yeah.
And, that goes a long way of just learning that. It's a responsibility that you just kind of have to learn.
I'm so proud of you, because you're still a very young man. And you got 2 kids, and what you're passing on to those kids is priceless.
Oh, 100%.
And we have to remember that. At one point it just becomes, okay, I don't matter anymore. What do I do, right?
Yeah.
What do I do to take care of those guys?
Yeah.
And so what's the most important thing for you? What do you want your kids to learn from dad? Now mom's going to give them a completely different thing.
100%.
You don't really focus on that, and you probably don't ask yourself that.
Mm-hmm.
But the innate nature of Jared, what do you try to give them?
Hard work pays off. That's just everything I try to instill into this day. Hard work is the pinnacle of success here of America. No matter what you do, if you work hard at it, something will flourish off it. And it's hard to find people who do that too and are pretty damn good at it. And it just like, no matter what you do, if you have that ability, you're going to be successful in anything. You don't know what you're going to be successful at, but you're going to be good at whatever you find, you know? And as you get older, you may do this or may do that. You don't know, but you're going to be good at it because you're going to be working hard at it.
Yeah, but you have 2 daughters. Not that that's going to be different, but what happens if one is this little princess prima donna and says, Daddy, I don't want to do anything?
Yeah. I try not to make that happen because, you know, I want my daughters to be, my goal is for my daughters to outman their future husbands. I want them to be able to, like, they're teaching them to change a tire. They're teaching them how to do things. Like, I want to instill integrity and just they know how to do it all.
Yeah.
That's what I want. I want them to be, I just want to give it to them all, you know?
Yeah, because if you teach them to be strong and fight for themselves, man, that's all you want to give them, because then they can get through life and never depend on anybody.
That's right.
And, you know, it's nice to have a mate, but not that, you know, you have to cow down to, or, you know, I've had many people on this couch, and I've you know, my other show I did, right? That was extreme, you know, doing cheaters. I saw a lot of bad things, right? Because their mates didn't stand up for themselves.
Yeah.
And so when you let somebody roll over you, just bad things can come out.
Oh, 100%. Right?
Especially mentally.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I mean, I've seen some of those episodes of your show, and it just, I can imagine being, you know, like the time and energy that people that put into hiding something always amazes me.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, if you took that time and energy and put in to something else, that's my whole thought. If I have free time, like for example, if I'm like, hey, I can watch a couple movies right now, I would rather get good at something. I would rather teach myself to weld or teach myself how to do, like, I always want to learn. Yeah. Keep on learning.
Or put that effort towards your wife.
Exactly. Yeah, put it towards your girlfriend. Oh, for sure. But it's crazy how people can take that energy and just, they have so much time and they can just hide it. It's just like, for me, it's like, my wife can tell me I'm lying without doubt. I mean, she can look at me like, yeah, you're full of crap. I've tried to surprise her so many times with like a necklace or like gifts or anything, like, or like, hey, we're going on a trip. She always, or I'm fine. Like recently I flew one of her friends in, and it was supposed to be a secret. Boy, did she read me like a damn book. She knew exactly what was going to happen. I'm telling you, she figured, she didn't look through my phone or anything like that. She could just tell.
That is funny.
Because I would just act different. I'd be all smiley. Like when she like mentions like her friend's name, I'm like smiling and stuff. She goes, all right, what is going on? I'm horrible at secrets.
That's hysterical.
Yeah, I'm not good at like secret gifts or secret trips.
So we're going to find out right now if you're lying to us at any part of this
Let's
interview.
Do it.
We're going to it'll just read.
Oh, she will be more than happy to get on here and tell you how bad I am doing this. Yeah.
No, you know, so hard work, ethics, crucial.
100%.
6 years old, young Jared wants to make it to the NFL.
Yeah.
You know, when did you start putting on your cleats to play football? Tell me about that path. Tell me about the young Jared. Did you work hard? And who instilled this work thing?
Oh, it's just my grandfather was a military guy. Very crucial. I mean, if you wanted to clean a floor, brush a floor, sweep a floor, he had a way to do it. If you didn't do it his way, it was not the right way.
Yeah.
Instructions were huge.
Okay.
And, I mean, now to this day, I don't do what he does. It's just like, it's sweep, pound, sweep. I don't.
Is he still with us?
No, he's not. He passed away when I was in college in 2012 or 2013.
Did he get to see you play ball?
He saw me play college, never NFL.
Yeah.
My grandmother did.
Okay.
But she kind of got dementia after he passed, so she doesn't really understand what was kind of going on. Mm-hmm. But, you know, when I was a kid, I I want to play football is like a huge thing I've always wanted to do, but my mom wouldn't let me.
Really?
Yeah, mom wouldn't let me. My dad was never in my life, so my mom was, single mom, working hard.
She just thought you'd get hurt, or what?
Yeah, she was always trying to get us into soccer, and as you look at me, not the soccer type. So it's like baseball, we definitely played a lot, but she was always afraid of football, of us getting hurt. And we had to argue with her and be like, listen, like soccer players get hurt too. And show her some, we had to like, do our own, like, our PowerPoint presentation of like almost in a way of like trying to prove to her, like,
convince her.
Yeah.
You say you and your brother.
My brother too. He was a year younger than me. Okay. We were always trying to play football because we grew up playing football with our cousin or our uncle. And we always run the routes and like, that was our thing. But we never did it in an actual like team.
So when did you get that chance to?
I was probably, I don't remember, but probably when I was like
junior high.
I would say middle school.
Okay, yeah.
Is when we started, yeah. And of course, my mindset was like, I'm scoring touchdowns, all that stuff. I was a running back.
Oh, really?
I was horrible, but I was running back because I would always try to do like fancy moves at the line, trying to get, but I'll dance around too much and I'll get tackled. I wouldn't gain anything.
Yeah.
I was never like I was always trying to make plays. Again, was not good.
You watch a lot of TV and guys playing on TV,
for sure.
They could make moves.
Of course.
They had to
be that guy. Oh, that was back in the day where I had a Mike Vick jersey. I was a quarterback at one time. I was running the ball all the time. I would never throw the ball. I'm like, I'm gonna carry the team on my back. Again, I was horrible at it.
But they kept you playing.
Yeah, I was tall, skinny, and I was good. I mean, in my head, I was good. I was horrible. My coaches would be like, every time I would go in, he'd be like, oh, the roll in his head. He's never going to pass the ball. Or he's never going to do anything, And until I got bigger into high school, I started like eating myself out of, I kept gaining that's when maturity started really hitting me. I started gaining weight. Yeah. I went from quarterback, I went to like tight end and defensive line, and then I went to like nose tackle.
Wow.
Yeah, I really I grew I think I grew like 2.5 inches one year, and I got big. I think when I graduated high school, I was like 245, 250. And
that's big. How tall are you?
I was 6'3".
Yeah.
6'3.5".
Oh man, they had to love you.
Yeah, no, it was great. But again, I was goofy. I didn't know what I was doing. Small town, coaches didn't really know what they were doing a little bit. I mean, they knew the whole principles of it, but there's a lot more to it that was out of their realm because, again, we're a small town. We didn't get the outside resources from like colleges and all this kind of stuff. And,
so how did these college scouts see you? And how did they, you said I wasn't that good.
Yeah.
But I was big.
Well, now as I learned, they don't care about your skill in a way. I say that loosely. They do and they don't. But they see size. You can't teach that. You can't, if they see a short guy with all the skill, well, he's limited, right? But you see a bigger guy out there, well, they have all the size. But they have all the staff on there that they pay these guys money to teach. They can teach you all these skills. They're not worried about what you know.
Really?
Oh yeah, they don't care about it. I mean, obviously there's these high school freaks that are just really good. They're just naturally they're just good. But I was not one of them. I was goofy.
Well, it's interesting.
It's hard for me to watch my high school film.
Really?
Oh, I'm goofy. Oh, it's horrible. It's hard. You have to put pliers on my eyes and hold my eyes open because I can't watch it. It's so hard for me to watch.
So how did they, because you got a lot of offers.
I did, yeah.
And so now you told me at some point about the scouts coming and wanting to actually talk to you to see If you,
Yeah.
was that in college or high school?
That was in college. In high school, we were playing a team against a guy that on their O-line, he was offered to Auburn or Clemson. It's one of those. But he had scouts come to the games like other colleges. And this guy was huge. He was outshined all the high school guys because he was so big, you know. And then here's my goofy, butt coming in, and I'm his size, right?
Yeah.
And you don't see too many of those guys same size kind of going at it, right? And I gave him a run for his money. I did really good against him, and that's how I started getting looked at. In the small town, Jared was getting. That's how coaches knew of me, just because the coaches or scouts that were there were like, "Who's this kid?"
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. That's pretty wild.
And that's how I first got my eyes on me. And then I was told by a coach, or one of the coaches that was from the Division I AA schools, was like, "Hey, listen, if you want to take this more serious, obviously you're not going to go where we are, but go to these college, in the summers they have, camp. Go to these camps and learn, and they'll be there. You go to them." And I did. And I remember going to Pitt, and then I did really good. And then they offered me, they pulled me aside in the mid of camp, like, "Hey, listen, go up to coach's office. He wants to talk to you." I went up there, and I was offered. Then I went to West Virginia camp, because these are all local from where I am.
Yeah.
And it's not like we were flying all over the places and stuff like that, but I went to WU, went to that camp, the same thing. You had all these other kids that were probably better than me in skill wise, because they had more kids that came from bigger schools, so they probably had coaches that had a little bit more knowledge of the positions. But yeah, I mean, they just saw size, and they teach that, and they will to this day. I remember the college I went to, University of New Hampshire. Tim Cramsey was the one that found me, but Sean McDonald, it was my head coach, was the reason why I went.
Wow.
And it was a smaller
be
school.
A pro coach?
No, so
McDonald, that name sounds so familiar.
So University of New Hampshire, we had oh my God, I'm drawing a huge blank. Our offensive coordinator was he later went on to coach the Oregon Ducks.
Oh, okay.
And now he's in the NFL for a long time. And then we had a lot of coaches who came from that school, and the head coach for Ohio State now used to coach at my school.
Really?
Yeah. It was really weird. And so
do you ever have a conversation with your mom when you're getting all these people looking at you?
Yeah.
Like, "See, Mom, football was okay."
Oh man, it was. You could tell it was weird, because some of these colleges, we'll do official visits where you go up and they show you around, and you go meet the coach, and they'll talk to you, try to sell you on coming here. I remember going to JMU and with my mom, and the campus was nice. It used to be a women's university for a long time, and but way before then they started allowing men and all this but the ratio is like 4 girls to a guy.
You're going.
That was his sales. That was his sales pitch, trying to get me good. But listen, it's 4-1, and I'm just like, I'm asking. And my mom was standing right here. My mom was like, "What the hell?"
That's pretty fun.
It's weird, but it's just like they try to sell you on anything. I'm just like, dude, I'm just trying to play ball.
Yeah.
And it was weird. Like, we went to around different college and all stuff, and then, I finally decided to go to a smaller college in University of New Hampshire, because I wanted to hunt and fish, and I've never hunted moose or bear up there, and I wanted to, and it was a lot cooler.
That's so fascinating.
Yeah.
As a high school kid, you're actually thinking about that.
I
like to hunt and fish.
It was instilled in me.
Wow.
Nature is huge in me.
Okay.
Yeah. I still, to this day, I try to eat as much wildlife diet as I can.
That's pretty smart, because no non-processed foods.
Yeah.
Make sure you keep feeding those kids, and you'll live forever. Me, on the other hand, it's sad, because there's a McDonald's close. I'm in trouble.
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A
I
mostly.
mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, you don't get this big size not eating some stuff, you know.
No. So that's amazing. And you picked New Hampshire out of all these
I
colleges.
did. Yeah, and I think at the very end of the day, it was a great choice because my whole process was like, you know what, I can go to a bigger college and be good, or just be a legend. And that was just the first thing I thought about, and that's what made me go to a smaller college, because I just wanted to be someone, you know?
Okay, so a lot of guys and a lot of athletes,
Yeah.
they would never make that decision. They don't. I don't know. Very few guys think it through that way, except maybe in baseball. Now, I see baseball players go, well, they've got 3 catchers or they've got enough first basemen. I'll never get to play at this school. But if I go to this JUCO, I can actually get playing time.
Yeah.
But is that something, do football players think that?
I don't think so.
Because I've never heard of it.
I mean, a lot of Alabama players at that time, when Nick Saban was coaching, obviously legacies instilled in them.
Right.
Because you're a winning coach and you're more likely going to win. But again, you are probably not playing into your senior year, sophomore year, because you guys ahead of you are so good. There's a reason why they're there. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to play all the years I was there. You know, I didn't want to be the guy sitting on the sideline. I didn't want to be
smart.
I didn't want to be that guy that would just, you know, helping the guy in front of me. I was always like, you know, I'm going to be the one leading. I'm going to be the one, you know, I'm going to set the tone for the game. I didn't want to be that guy that was sitting on the bench just watching others play. That was not my thing.
So what I heard you earlier say, work ethic is so important.
Mm-hmm.
When you were playing in junior high and high school, what was your work ethic?
It was lifting. My goal was to get as strong as I can.
You worked hard.
I worked very hard.
So you not only talked about it.
I was in the weight
That's
room
how you
training. I was always out there by myself setting up cones. I would be looking up internet drills on, like, because again, we didn't have the resources back then to see how could I get better.
Yeah.
I was always looking up stuff, you know, and I was just trying to find some way to get better. I would get cones and do drills. I'd be the only one out there doing it. I would be relying on my brother for help for a lot of the stuff.
So many guys I see that get success early have just screaming talent, just coming out of their pores, but never go anywhere.
Yeah.
You know, their high school burns.
That happens a lot.
And when I look at it, I go, yeah, but they didn't have the work ethic to get there.
It happens with pros too.
Yeah.
These higher draft picks happens a lot.
When they're held on these pedestals,
when you
never have the foundation.
That's right.
Them up.
Well, I mean, these kids I say back in the day, but when I was playing, we didn't have NIL deals or anything like that. So
yeah, it's crazy now.
Hey, you get drafted. That's when you get paid.
Yeah.
And a lot of that goes to their head. I mean, I've seen it. I've witnessed it. I'm not going to name names or anything like that, but I mean, there's players that
it's just
had
you and me. Drop a name or two.
had all of the potential and all the ability, and just didn't go anywhere with it because they were too busy out partying or doing other things besides getting better. I mean,
so that's what you mean when you say work ethic.
Work ethic is just getting better at your craft.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the key point and the highlight of everything, is because I didn't understand the definition of getting better until I got drafted to Seattle Seahawks and seeing the vets do it. Like, I'm talking about Richard Sherman, Earl Thomas, Cam Chancellor. You had Doug Baldwin, Percy Harvin, Sidney Rice, all these guys. Marshawn, he worked on a lot of craft, but he was always joking around. He was a hoot.
Yeah.
But seeing all these guys just like perfect the craft is like their foundation was there, but their mindset was they can always get better. Like, for example, Earl Thomas was always working on his hands. He can realize in his film he could get better with his hands. So he was he was in there standing in the before and after practice, standing there just working his hands.
Now, how did he do that? Like, have
I'm not a
shoot balls at
he
him?
would just work on like
Reflexes and
just he was working on getting on receivers, like jamming them or something like that.
oh,
or,
I see. Okay,
just working with his hands. And like our offensive, like our left tackle Russell Okung, he was a vet when I was there, and he was just there punching a goal post with his hands
wow.
on targeting, just little tiny stuff. Because these guys have the foundation to play, but it's that much that gets them to be who they are, just great.
Let's talk about great.
Yeah.
Let's talk about, because I've heard a lot of different things. And so you played for the Cowboys as well.
I did.
And, I don't want to bring up too much controversy, but we, made a huge trade.
Yes.
We had the great defensive players in the NFL.
Yeah.
Was that trade, because I've heard a lot of rumors, was that trade because, in your mind,
Yeah.
because of ethics, work ethic, or team
No, it's
building?
when you
What happened there?
when you get to that point, and I know Micah. I've talked to Micah. I mean, the biggest thing is just it's about getting paid at that point. A lot of these guys, it's either you get paid your value, because at the end of the day, because I go in the Dallas Cowboys and I talk to the rookies and let them know, because my career wasn't filled with, all these games and longevity. I was hurt a lot, and it was always freak accidents, but I was hurt.
Man, that's got to be tough too.
It was a lot of mental ability. Man, that was tough, because I was seeing a therapist and from our sports guy there, and he helped me get through it emotionally, mentally, because I've never been hurt before. That never happened to me. I was always playing.
That's what sucks, is people, when we're watching it on TV and a guy gets hurt, you don't realize the toll that actually takes.
It could be his last snap.
Yeah.
And, I remember, in mid-season, I got hurt my rookie year because I was a defensive tackle my whole life. I got drafted as an offensive lineman, never played O-line in my life. I went to the NFL Combine as a defense tackle. Like, I was really good at defense tackle. I was good.
Yeah.
I was a mean son of a gun. I was not a happy person. I was
the
angry.
diaper changing Jared. I know.
No, I was a murderous. Like, I'm gonna rip your head off, and and I'm gonna, like, I just wanted to hurt someone. Like, that was my whole thing. Not like, not like
No, I know what you mean.
bad shots, but I just wanted to just hit someone. Like, I just love that feeling of just instilling pain in someone.
Wow.
I was a complete different guy. I was a maniac. I was banging my heads in lockers before games, and I was a nutcase.
I got to step out of this interview for a little while.
I'm telling you,
Take a break,
it was
because
wild.
You're getting pretty wound up here.
No,
I'm
it just,
kidding.
I was
No, I'm
just,
kidding.
it was just different. Like, my mentality was just like attack.
You probably had to have that, right?
Oh, back
Really at
when
that
I was
level.
playing, it was like attack. But when I got drafted as offensive lineman, a center, alone, I've never snapped the ball or played O-line in my life.
How would they do that? Why would they?
Well, I was the third person in NFL history to be able to never play that position, drafted as another position, and then play in that position in that year.
Wow.
It was really weird.
Yeah.
I mean, when I first got there, I remember snapping the ball over the quarterback's heads. I was so bad. I had the ball boy standing behind the quarterback catching the balls because they were just going over. He wasn't even trying.
Oh my God.
Oh, it was horrible. That was bad. And when I say,
wild.
because my whole mindset when I first got drafted, that, well, this is going to be quick, because I'm playing a position I've never played before, and I'm going against guys who played it their whole lives.
Yeah, and going from, being on defense, on the offensive attack,
And you're passive.
and then now you're, passive.
Yeah, it's a 360. Oh, 100%. Because in my mind, I'm just like, my career's done. That's the first thing that happened when you got drafted. But then when I was like, you know what? Again, the hard work mindset of mine. If I'm given an opportunity, I'm going to make it all I can. I don't want any regret.
Of course.
And I was bad when I first got there. The first day, it was like, oh, it snapped. And it was I had a lot of secret workouts prior to the draft with Seattle of doing this. I didn't think it was going to be an actual thing, but it did.
Wow.
And I remember when Carol
You
called.
said secret workouts.
Yeah, like they had their position coach, Tom Cable, come and do some drills with me in my small town where I lived, and doing offensive line things. Because they said, I asked them, like, what'd you see in me? Like, what made you think of this? And in the NFL Combine, I performed extremely well in lateral movement, like the three cones or all that kind of stuff. I did extremely well. I excelled in a lot of that stuff, and I was very flexible. I was one of the most flexible ones there. I still am. I think I got it. I'm not as flexible, but I'm pretty flexible.
You
But
do some big yoga moves for us in a minute.
yeah, oh, for sure. Yeah. But again, he is a professional guy at that level. He knows it all.
Yeah.
Just like I said, I had the size, the movement, and the skill to be able to perform the things that he can teach me
Wow.
at that level.
Yeah.
Talking about trust.
That's serious.
But in my mentality of it, just working hard, I was like, you know what? I'm going to give it all I can because I don't want any regret or anything. If I do it and I don't make the team, I tried.
Yeah.
And so when I realized I was playing center, it was horrible. So I literally told myself, I'm not going to leave. By the end of this summer, I'm going to take 10,000 snaps. And it was by myself because it was always after practice or way before practice. I remember being there at 10, 11 p.m.
Wow.
We had this big indoor facility. It was a big metal building. And we had these big metal I-beams that had pads on it. And it was about the width of a person's shoulders. And so no one would practice with me because they're like, why would I help someone who's going to possibly take my job, right? That's a mentality in that level because they're like, there's a table full of food. You're clawing and fighting your way to that table to eat,
That's right.
And it's all competitive. I mean, they want to help you, but they're obviously not going to go out of their way to help you. So I lined up and made sure that was I snapped the ball. If I hit that pad, it was like you could hear like a thud, like kind of like that, right? But if I missed, you hear a big metal ting because it was loud. So I knew I missed because you can't like turn around and see where it goes.
Sure.
You have to practice your form.
So you're doing it from like a shotgun position.
Yeah, from a shotgun position, and I'm literally snapping at a pad over and over, hundreds a day.
Wow.
And just working at it. And I think it was after like 2 months of doing it, I was like at just over 7,000 snaps I did by myself, not including the ones in practices, outside of the practice and all that stuff. I remember being there 10, 11 p.m.
Did the coaches see this?
Oh, yeah, they're there. They can see it. I mean, he's always been appreciative of my work.
Yeah.
But it's just the skill part of it is like, I need to get myself to a point where I can be coachable because if I can't snap, there's nothing to coach, right?
Right.
So I see that is all on me. So I worked hard at it. I was practicing to snap as much as I can, doing drills. I'd bring pads out and I was just doing drills, like pulling drills and step drills all by myself. Like all the stuff I took from practice, I took it to the indoor facility when everyone was done. Mm-hmm. I was out there working every day, trying to catch up to these guys that have been playing this position their whole life.
Oh my gosh.
And so I always had this underdog mentality in that way where I was this maniac guy in college. And now I have to, because when I was in college, I always thought linemen were the dumbest people. I'm like, these big dummies. And then when I realized, then I realized when I played that position, I was like, wow, this is hard. There's a lot of stuff that goes on. I was like, wow, we were the dummies in college. So it's like, that whole, like, there's a lot that goes into it than you actually think. And it was hard. It was very hard, and a lot of uncertain of what my future hold.
Yeah.
But, fortunately, it's just like I got to a point where I was really good, and then I got hurt. Every time I got to where I needed to be, I always got hurt.
Man.
And it's just never because you fell or something. It's like it was a freak accident. Someone fell into me in a game, or something happened, and it's the nature of football. It's a physical sport. And, that's why I get to a lot of these, I go to Dallas now and I talk to these guys, and like, they have a guy there, Corey Proctor, which I think I speak with him. He had a pretty long career. And then you have a guy like me who had a career, who has years in it, but just unfortunately was just the ones that were hurt.
Yeah.
And just to show, here's a guy with a career, what he did after football, and here's a guy who was able to get his foot in the door and able to generate some kind of years into it. But, it was just, teaching these guys like, what, anything can happen. And I tell these guys, like, networking at that level is huge. You meet, the doors are open. When you have a star on the helmet or a Seattle Seahawk on the helmet, everyone wants to meet you. They want to open the doors for you. Mm-hmm. Like, if you want a Google internship, in a snap of your fingers, you can get one there.
Wow.
A Microsoft thing, whatever you want, it can be done. Because people don't realize football is great, right? But all your college buddies who didn't go pro are working. As you're playing 6 years in the league that I have, and these guys have 6 years of work experience.
Oh, yeah.
And when my career ends, guess what? I'm in an entry level job, no matter where I go. But I can leverage my foot in the door while I'm in the league, getting those opportunities that people just don't get.
Mm-hmm.
Meeting the CEOs, meeting the people, trying to find something that I want to do. Relationships are huge. And I tell people football is a stepping stone to something you actually want to do. It's never you're never be like, oh, I'm going to play football and I'm done. No. I mean, look at Romo. Now he's commentating. He's always doing something.
Yeah.
You're always going to find something to do. You don't want to be that guy that has nothing to do, especially at that level. You're so competitive.
And you're young when you retire.
Right. And you have so much knowledge, right?
Yeah.
And so with all that said, it just, it's a stepping stone, and it's utilizing the avenues that the NFLPA has, a lot of the organizations have, like here in Dallas. Jerry Jones is a prominent guy here. He can, if you need something or want something done, or like, hey, I want to work, he will make sure that he has his staff figure it out for you.
So he helps.
Oh, for sure.
He's not just a note that says, when I'm done with you, you're on your own.
Well, obviously, when you're not, I mean, very generous guy, very nice guy. Always appreciated. The Jones family is probably, I have so much respect for him. 1,000%. Seeing them involved and how involved they are, it's truly respectful to see someone like, they think everyone's like, oh, Jerry, there's a lot of hate for Mr. Jones, which I never understood. But again, they don't see the everyday stuff. He's there a lot. He's there every day. Yeah. He's not there doing, billionaire things like going having fun. He's there every day, just like us, trying to get our team better, working. But he has his family in there as well. They're helping as well. But I mean, like Charlotte. I mean, I remember my wife was the Players' Wives Club or wherever they had. My wife was involved in that. Charlotte was huge. She was amazing. Everyone that we've met, like Stephen Jones, all those guys are truly amazing.
All right, so let's go back for a minute.
Yeah.
Because we're going to then go forward again.
Yeah, sure.
Because I want to talk about the journey after football.
Yeah.
And what you teach these kids. But we were talking a little bit about the big trade.
Yeah.
And was it the right thing to do? I understand money, and he needs to get paid, and we all
for
do.
Sure.
Believe me.
Yeah.
I don't care who you are out there. If somebody comes to you and I'm going to double your salary, what are you going to do? I don't care.
Well, I mean,
where you're working.
Don't get me wrong. Micah wanted to stay. There's no hiding that. He was a diehard Dallas fan. The moment he came here to Dallas, huge fan. And
That's good.
He was a huge fan, and he still is. I mean, obviously plays for a different team, but it just became a heartbreak that nothing could be done. But
spun out of control.
Yeah, I was never involved in a lot of that stuff. I heard what was going on through him or through other players, but it just, I mean, it's unfortunate. I mean, you have one guy that wants to get paid, and it's his dream team. He's always said that. I mean, it was his favorite team they ever played for. His favorite team growing up, favorite team this, and I mean, it was a dream for him.
How was he with the other players?
Oh, God, he was amazing. I mean, from hearing from CD and all these guys were...
I love to play.
It's a brotherhood.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a very... I mean, him and CD were real close. Diggs were real close. I mean, a lot of these guys were real close. I mean, obviously, there's always some kind of feud somewhere and somehow. I mean, everyone has
when you get that many people in a room.
Yeah, when you get that many, like that much testosterone in one room, there's always going to be some kind of thing because you're always competing and always doing this. You're always trying to be the best, and so I mean, of course, there's always that. Which I don't know what happened, but I mean, at the end of the day, it just they just couldn't come to an agreement, and it just didn't work out. It's strictly business.
So psychologically, you plan for the ultimate team you want to play for, and then they go, this isn't going to work out, and it doesn't work out. Looking at it from his perspective, how difficult is that to now?
Oh,
do you feel like you've just been like shanked?
I mean,
because now you gave everything to this team.
Yeah, it's very emotional.
And now you have to leave it. And the fans don't get it. They don't see that.
He just bought a home this summer.
Yeah.
So his intentions were staying here. I mean, that's his full intentions.
Yeah. What was he going through when it just...
I don't know.
I never... As another player.
Oh, as another player.
Imagine. What do you think?
Oh, I can imagine. It's just like
you
don't know what the future holds out. You're worried about like what's going on or who my teammates going to be, or if I'm going to play for another team, am I going to be as successful somewhere else as I am here now? It's like there's a lot
scary.
There's a legacy thing, and he's a legacy player. He's probably one of the most, I mean, when I say football-driven guys you'll ever meet, is probably him.
Wow.
He cares about legacy so much to a point where I have a lot of respect for that, because not a lot of people have that mentality of it. But when you have that mindset of being, the best of the best and having that legacy, and you see all these guys around you getting paid, now you're like, okay, I've proven myself.
Yeah.
And I've seen it with a bunch of other players where they're like, I want to get paid too. Now I'm doing everything. I want to get paid and continue building this legacy going up, right?
Sure.
And then, he tested free agency, and obviously the bunch of teams were interested. And obviously people were offering more. And that it can get to you. Because you have these things called taxes, and you think $50 million is like, people see that, it's like, man, they get 50. No, it's like, no. They get like 19
agents,
to 20 out of that.
Everybody's got their finger in it.
Oh, yeah, 100%. I mean, you see a guy get like, I think he got like 47 million or 50 million. Like, I've seen guys get that. And seeing how much you're left with, it's mind-blowing. And it's like probably 19, 21 grand. You're like, where'd it all go? But I get it.
19 or 21 million.
I mean, obviously people are like, that's still 19, 20 million. Screw you, dude. Like, that's a lot of money.
No, but it's not what they expected.
100%. Right? I mean, again,
because there's when you're at that level, you have everybody pulling on you from every different direction.
Oh yeah, because you're risking, you're putting your body on the line. If you get hurt, all that money's gone.
Yeah, NFL's different.
Yeah, I mean, it's just baseball. It's the next guy up. That's literally it.
So Mike wanted to be a Cowboy.
Oh, 100%.
And so I wonder.
He loves it here.
Yeah. I wonder. I hope. We talked a little bit about getting the rug pulled out from under you and me for sure. In doing this one television show, and you give birth to something and that is your thing. And then it's, this baby
Yeah.
you nurtured and now it's gone. And you go, God,
What do I do?
how do I, how does he, go to Green Bay and be the guy, right?
Yeah.
And it looks like he's doing well. So that's
Yeah.
so
I mean, you have to also be understanding of like, when a lot of these guys are in their third year of their rookie deal, there's always that risk of getting hurt and never seeing that big chunk of money.
yeah, because a rookie deal sucks.
Well, it's a rookie deal. It's a basement. I mean, he was still drafted high and he got money, but still, it's just like there's a lot more money on the tape. There's a lot more pie.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the biggest thing is that, you don't want to get hurt and injuries. You're sacrificing your body. If you want to give it your all, you're seriously sacrificing your body. So a lot of these guys are very cautious of like, you know what? I don't want to sacrifice my body until I get paid. Then I will, which you have every right to, because again, it could be over like that. I mean, Tyreek Hill had a long career, but look at him. He got that one injury a couple weeks ago. He just announced retirement. I mean, he doesn't want to do it no more, because I mean, that's a big injury.
So you actually, you talk about that and you got serious when you got hurt. You had to see somebody.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I had to talk to someone. How do I do it? I've never been hurt before. I've never been on the sideline and like, what do I do for my team? How can I help my team? Or how can I? It was just a big mental struggle of just trying to figure out what my role was.
Mm-hmm.
And
you finally get to the pinnacle.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, I see mentally how that would be.
That's tough.
Weigh on you.
And especially for a guy who's never been hurt before.
Yeah.
I mean, I've gotten hurt, but I was always, hey, put a Band-Aid on it and let's go back out and play,
Sure.
I've had that happen before. I broke my hand in college. They put a splint on it. They wrapped it up. I went back on and played. It still hurt, but I was still out there playing.
Dude, I tried to do that. We played in a celebrity softball game this weekend. I took a shot to the wrist. It was swollen up.
Yeah.
Noah, that dude is ridiculous.
Yeah, he's a athletic freak. I mean, you can tell he's the size, he's skinny, and the torque. And I'm again, I will say this. I told you already. I'm surprised you were pitching. I'm telling you, because I couldn't do it.
Yeah, listen, what I was surprised is that I couldn't continue.
Yeah.
I
mean, but you did try, though. You went up that very next time. We were about to bat, and look, here comes Tommy coming up with one hand, and it wrapped up.
Ball.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit that ball.
This dude, it had to be 125 miles an hour.
Oh, God, it was probably more than that.
And it was so fast. It was just a flash.
Oh, you can't even see it.
And I was, literally, it was the nightmare. I mean, it was just a reaction. I thought I was going to catch it. And I just didn't get the glove in the perfect spot, and it caught me here. Caught me on the side.
The fact that we're still doing this interview right now is blowing my mind. Because when that happened, because I was playing first.
Yeah.
When that happened, it sounded like a bullwhip.
Yeah.
A big smack. I mean, it was loud.
It felt like it.
The outfielder said they even heard it.
You know what I was mainly surprised about?
That I still tagged the guy out.
Yeah.
He was worried.
Thanks a lot. Well, I went over to try to get the ball, and I went, this hurts. And then because the ball went kind of rolling.
And it rolled halfway from you to the first baseline. I ran up and got it. And the batter was so concerned. He went up to you, and I was like, I tagged him. Just to make sure you're not getting on base. You're out, though.
Yeah, but I was really surprised that you left me, and you're more worried about getting you out than taking care of your buddy.
Yeah, I mean, you wanted to win too, right?
That's right. Tag that son of a gun. I was going to tag him.
Then I'll worry about you.
Tackle him so you could tag him. No, but you know who came over? T.O.
Yeah, T.O. came over, yeah.
And he really was concerned, and I was going, because I don't know T.O. that well.
Yeah.
But that wasn't the person that everybody talks about. This was a caring guy.
Oh yeah,
and I mean that's
like,
dude.
That's
you,
the
man.
whole.
That cool.
That's just professional sports in general. I mean, you always gonna have guys who are competitive who just wants to, no matter what, they want to win. But at the end of the day, when you see a brother like that get hurt, you have there's sportsmanship that shows care for someone, because you don't want to see that happen.
Yeah,
And I always want it. You always be like, man, are you all right? They're always checking on. Like when a guy gets hurt, you always see guys from the other team. They're taking a knee. And bigger instances, they're even they're holding hands.
Yeah.
Like when DeMar Hamlin, when that happened in Buffalo. God. I mean, there were guys praying and all kinds of stuff. I mean, it's a brotherhood. At the end of the day, you're competing to win, but at the end of the day, you do have care for someone of not wanting to get hurt.
So, and I appreciated it. And I appreciate that T.O., thank you. I didn't get a chance to thank you for coming over. So you came all the way over and did that. So warmed my heart a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely.
But in the end, who won?
Oh, we did. It was so much that I forgot what the score was, like 23-3.
It was a lot.
It was a lot.
Yeah.
It was a lot to not a lot.
See, what happened is I took the shot for the team so that they'd make them feel
That's right. You mentally instilled, like, you know what, we're destroying this team now.
That's right. All right, so we're going to get quickly to the point of, but one question first before we do this. Is your mom still with us?
Oh, yeah.
So tell me about that you get drafted into the NFL. Who was your first call? I
didn't call anyone. I had a draft party there with friends and obviously my mom. And my mom records everything. I mean,
how was that conversation with your mom when nobody was around?
She didn't know, because I was getting calls throughout the whole draft, be like, hey, man, if this guy's still here, we're going to pick you. I had the Bears calling me. I had a bunch of Chargers calling me. I was always getting calls even through the draft, because you don't know if it's the call or not.
Yeah.
Like, hey, we're gonna pick you.
But they're all calling you saying, hey, it could happen.
Oh, yeah.
That would drive you crazy.
So I went outside, and my mom's following me everywhere. I'm like, listen, go away. Yeah, I got a call, and he's like, hey. Yeah, I wanted to be a surprise in a way,
Yeah.
I walked in, and I'm just like, I don't know. And then my name was called, and everyone freaked out.
Wow.
And then and it was a blessing. It was awesome. I mean, it was really cool to experience that and share that moment with my family and a couple of my friends. I didn't have a lot of people. It was just a couple of friends. And it was great. It was a very high moment in my life, of a huge, something that everyone always wanted to do. You get drafted to play football of 230 some guys.
Yeah. That night when it was just you and your mom. Yeah. Maybe it wasn't that night. Maybe it was another night, because you were probably.
Oh yeah, my mom is my biggest fan.
So what was that conversation like? Did you ever go, Mom, we did it. This is the dream.
Yeah, I mean, obviously she takes a little bit more serious than I do. Like, you go to her house, it looks like I died, because she has a shrine of me everywhere. I mean, of
course, that's your mom.
It's hard, but she cherishes the moment more than I did. Yeah. Even my wife, she even cherished the moment more than I did. I looked at it as a job, a business, because even getting cut is not fun. I've been cut before and it hit, but it's for me, it's business, and I understand. And but
so that's a good mindset.
Yeah.
Is that what you try to teach these young rookies coming into camp when you go speak to Dallas and you go speak at Seattle? Because if you think of it as a business, you're going to think differently.
That's it. Your body is your company, your LLC.
Wow.
And what you do to that company is what allows you to get the money you get, or the legacy that you leave.
That's the thing, the future. Yeah. Right? And which you're creating your legacy. It's really, they say, I love the game. Yes, I love the game, but it's a business.
100%. Everything you do is all business involved. Would it be smart to go out and drink and drive home as a businessman? No, it's not. Obviously, that wouldn't be a good benefit, as viewing yourself as a company. It wouldn't look good if you were caught doing that, right? I mean, there would be really bad news, bad rep, bad everything.
Make smart decisions.
That's right. It just allows you, the stuff you put in your body, the training you do, the amount of time that you spend all the like reading the playbook and perfecting it. That's going to improve your company values than all the other stuff that people want to do. But
so maybe that is one of the answers. Like when you join a company, you sign an ethics clause.
yeah, no, for real.
Maybe you sign that ethics clause in college.
Yeah.
With your parents and or with whatever.
I mean, I will say that, players now these days, especially with NIL money, because these players in college are getting paid. But when we were coming out of college, going into professional, we were slapdicks coming out of college. I mean, we were just like having fun and all this kind of stuff.
Right.
The kids are coming out of college now because they're getting paid and they know their value. They're learning this in college. So when they get to professional, nothing is new. So they're honestly, you always hear people saying NFL is not for long. And it's true. It doesn't last for a long time. But you can leverage the money you make in there to invest it into your future and making smart decisions. And you're going to see that from here on out because these kids are coming out with money. And it's something that be like, oh, this is $1 million check. And I've never seen that much money. They've seen that much money already.
Yeah.
They know what it's like. So they have agents, they have people, and they have that mentality of it's business.
They already started their business.
And seeing some of these rookies in the past 2 years, I'm seeing that now.
Well, let me ask you, what is your thought about that? Is it okay? I mean, have they taken it too far?
Well, I mean, I think
because it's like a gun for hire with the colleges.
Yeah, no, I mean, I definitely think so. I mean,
they're saying Texas Tech bought their team.
Hey, if it pays, it pays.
But what about the other teams that could never compete?
I mean, obviously, it's going to destroy the thoughts about football of, the competitiveness in leagues and all this kind of stuff, like the SEC. And, now it's just teams buying teams. But at the end of the day, it's just like,
it probably was like that before.
Oh, these guys
didn't see it.
Yes, it was like that before. No, it was like that before. Oh, trust me. I know people.
Yeah.
And I was like, really? He's like, oh yeah.
About that Ferrari.
Yeah. Just magically appeared to your door.
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely. I mean, I definitely think it's worth it because professional football. Not a lot of people get to experience. There's a lot of college greats that didn't make it to football or didn't have that, didn't have the longevity of it, and it just college football was their their whole pinnacle, and so I mean, seeing guys kind of like that, able to secure that kind of money to instill in their future of the unknown of what's going to go on, I'm all for it.
Yeah,
because these colleges, these bigger ones, are making a lot of money. I mean, they're charging. If you look at tuition 20 years ago was a lot cheaper than what it is now.
I have boys in college right now.
Yeah.
So trust me.
These guys are getting paid. So the idea of thinking that, they're paying some of these guys, I'm fine with.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, does it ruin some of the competition that we've seen in the past? It does, for sure. But I think
is it like the pros where it's the big players get all the money in college and the trickle down is very little?
For sure. I mean, obviously, again, you're your own company. Your value is different from others, and it just obviously, like the Arch Manning is always going to get more because of his name, B, who he is, and so there's more value to someone like Travis Hunter. He was always in media and always in this. Shador was always the same thing. His name was always thrown around. It was business, so his value went up because of it. And the companies that want to endorse you, they want the popularity of the person because that's how you're going to get brand awareness. But if there's other brands and because colleges pay, but also brands, and so I mean, there's definitely a huge thing in that. But I mean, does everyone get paid millions of dollars? No, that's not true at all.
Dude, as an actor, in my time, I came up with Emilio Estevez and Charlie Sheen, and because of their name, just, it was the brand awareness, right?
Yeah.
They're getting the starring role in the film, and I'm getting 5 lines, and I'm going,
And I'm jealous of that.
come on, guys.
My dream is to be in a movie. I don't know why.
Come on, really?
I've always
Well, I
wanted to
put
be in
you
a
on
movie.
television.
You did.
Now I'm going to shoot a movie this next year, and you're coming in.
I would be very grateful just to be in a movie. I don't know why.
I'm so excited, too, about doing movies again.
That's awesome. I'm really happy. I would love to do movies. I mean, I've been offered, I've had talks with people about putting me in like football movies and stuff, or just something, because it's just like, it's something I want to do just because it'd be kind of, it would be cool to do. Oh, I know I should, but I've made a lot of connections in LA. Just having kids and being out there, it's hard to do.
It's hard to do. Yeah, my agents, we're here in Dallas, Texas, and they go, Tommy, if you were out here, you could work a lot. And I'm going, yeah, but now I just got all my kids off to college.
Yeah.
So I'm a little freed up now.
That's right.
And so we rescue dogs all over the country. So that show I can keep making.
There's a lot of studios out here now.
Dude, it's growing.
It's crazy.
It's pretty exciting. In fact, I've spotted a location, and that's my goal. Scott and the other producer, Scott, back over there. So he has designed an amazing studio facility. We've been trying to do one here for like 10 years now.
Awesome.
But I think we've identified a location, and because the incentives have changed, there's a lot more going on here.
Yeah.
There's more money. So people love Texas.
Yeah.
And they want to shoot more.
Especially with Taylor bringing the one in Fort Worth, and then the...
Dude, that guy is just crushing.
Oh, he's crushing it. And Mel Gibson and...
Mark Wahlberg.
Wahlberg opened a place in Austin.
Yeah.
For theirs.
Yeah.
For the No Wake Media one.
Now the...
or No Woke Media. No Woke Media or something.
But, so Tommy Habeeb and Jared Smith are going to do one here in Dallas.
I would love it.
We need one.
Because I do want to do it. I have the connections. I just haven't been able to do it because, like, California, it's always been like other places. And with the younger kids, I'm afraid of missing out. But now they're of the age where it's a little easier.
Yeah, but there's nothing like this time because it's going to go by so fast.
I know.
And it was, for me, my boys grew up, you have girls, I have boys, grew up on sets and around it.
Mm-hmm.
And I've always been and we've been shooting this dog show for so long. And having them participate in some of the really wholesome, wonderful stuff, and being around it, I've seen it affect their lives.
Yeah.
Because I never wanted to be away from them.
Yeah.
And so I told them when they were like your kids' age, I said, listen, bath time's at 5:00.
Yeah.
So I'm there.
Yeah.
Very seldom did I leave unless they came with me.
That's true. Yeah. No, I mean, it's the same thing here. I mean, I didn't have kids when I was playing ball, so I missed out on that. We have tried. And I want to be able to create something special of having that ability of, while they're here, to be like, I remember going on, I want to have those kind of memories.
Yeah.
Because it's like football does open the doors for a lot of connections, and it's like relied on you building upon those connections to kind of make something flourish out of it. But like, I want to be able to, I don't know why it's been a dream of me to be able to be on a movie, to even say a couple words or whatever. I would love
it's addicting because you're going to want more. And as I told you, as you told me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Work. If you want it, you got to work hard for it. It's like that as an actor. It's like that as an athlete, right?
Right.
So that leads us to this. So all you got to do is work, Jared, and you're going to get there.
Oh, for sure. I love it.
But tell me, for those young athletes out there, the young entrepreneurs, what's the gift you want to give them?
It just take notes of what some of the veteran guys are doing. I mean, they're there, they've been there. They're obviously all these guys you see. When you get to that level, you see guys like Cliff Averill, Sidney Rice was one. These guys are established. They've been in the league. They're trying to find other avenues.
What about the guys that aren't professional athletes?
So
those that high schooler
Yeah,
that's trying to figure out what he wants to do in life.
I mean, the biggest thing is just to work hard, give yourself a shot. I mean, the true answer and the dead honest one is that not everyone is given a opportunity to what they want to do, like play college ball. But you can give yourself the best ability to be able to get there by going to the camps, doing the extra work, doing the stuff that will get you there, at least get your foot in the door. Because all it is getting your foot in the door.
Right.
Once you get in the foot door, it's up to you to open the door, right?
Kick it open.
That's right.
Bust it open.
So, I mean, the biggest thing is work and understanding if it happens, that's awesome. If it doesn't mean you failed. And it's hard because when you're younger, you always think failure, I took offense to it. And it's okay to fail. It took me a long time to learn that. And failing it makes you understand the ability. Like, if you fail, you know what, like, for example, say that you did all the work, right? And you literally was like, no opportunities were given. You know what? It wasn't meant to be. You're not regretting one single bit of it. And the regret is what kills a lot of people, is because it's a hard thing because no matter how old you get, everyone has it. You're going to be regretful of something that happened in your past. You're like, man, I wish I would have done that. And it's, allowing yourself to understand, like, taking the full opportunity of what you have or what you're trying to do and give it a time. If it doesn't happen, it is okay. But at least you are, by doing all that work, you're creating yourself something in the future by, because all that work you did is hard work that you've been trying to do. Your attention to detail, criticizing yourself on how to get better. You're getting yourself better. Mm-hmm. So it's preparing for you for the next career, because you already did all that. That's just repeating it and getting better at something else. So, I mean, I think it's just identifying.
That's a good gift for people.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
It's hard to learn.
To work hard and believe in yourself.
Yeah.
And don't hold on to it. As an actor, I remember I'd go on auditions, so many auditions, and I used to kick myself because, I didn't get every one.
That's right.
Hell, it'd take me 20, 30 to get one part.
That's right.
So, getting kicked around was the thing, and I had to learn how to overcome that, right? That
it's hard.
Okay, and just try to forget about it. Right?
If it wasn't meant to be, it was not meant to be.
Yeah.
And it's just understanding that will take you a lot farther than just saying that you failed, because you didn't fail.
So we're going to wrap this up, but I always go back around to our puppy dogs.
Yes.
And I just want to know from you, you have 4 dogs at home, 2 daughters and some goats and some other fun animals. What have those dogs done for you in your life? How do you think they've affected you?
They're there. No matter what happens, no matter what's going on. Like, the one dog I have now, his name is Gunner. I got him in my rookie year, and when I play ball, he's getting old. I have to help him up at times. He's laying down, he can't get up, and he accidentally potties on the floor. But he was there for me, and I'm there for him.
It's just time right now, Ben.
It is. It's a very tough time. He's getting old, and it's hard for him to be able to do stuff he was able to do, but he's always been there, no matter what happens. Yeah. Dogs are always cool, because no matter what happens, you can be mad at something or whatever. They're smiling, ready for you.
That tail.
They're ready for you.
So Gunner doesn't get to wag his tail as much anymore.
He does every now and then.
Yeah.
He gets excited.
So
what do
you, how do you wrap your head around that? And
it's tough.
Kids are to the age that you're going to have that talk.
Yeah, absolutely. And having dogs my whole life, unfortunately, we've dealt with that while I was a kid. And when I was a kid, it was hard. Hit me hard. And it just kind of understanding life and death part of it. And just celebrating, you're celebrating the life. You're not celebrating the death. You're just,
right.
it's all the historical parts that they were there for you.
And Gunner was there from your rookie year. Dude.
Everything. Oh.
That is huge.
Yeah, he was that's my homie.
He witnessed everything.
Oh, he was there for everything. But when he was there before I met my wife, he was there for pretty much, because he was a puppy. It's like 6-7 months when I met her.
Wow.
So he's been involved. I mean, she's been there for his whole life too.
Okay, so did he like her when you brought her?
Oh
home
God,
the first
yeah.
time?
He would. They would cuddle all the time, and it would be like, really, like, you know, he would.
Come on,
He's
God.
still to this day. I'll be laying in bed, and she'll be laying in bed, and he'll lay on her side of the bed, not mine.
That's funny.
But
So his joints are starting to really get a hard time.
Yes.
All right, so I did, formulate some products because I saw the importance of what's going on in the industry and with dog foods, and they're not getting the important things that they should get. And so we created To the Rescue Pet Health. We've got Calming Chews, multivitamin, skin and coat allergies. And I'm going to give you this, and they're great little chews, soft chews for Gunner. It's hip and joint.
Oh, thank you.
And,
awesome.
Maybe that can give him a little bit of relief.
Yeah,
If it does, you just tell me and I'll send you some more. And
I will.
I worked real hard because being around shelters and seeing, these rescues and seeing what they go through and what you did with Sweet Hondo, right? I didn't have these things. And you just try to figure out the best things for them. And so we donate a lot of these to shelters to help these dogs that are going through the toughest times. But I want your pup to get that, and maybe it'll
absolutely
help him out just a little bit.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'll take it, because I mean, he's just at the phase of life where it's just hard for him to do the things he used to do.
Yeah, will you send me a picture of him? I want to see how. I remember.
Oh, well, yeah,
because I was at your house.
He's still walking around and still does, but he just does a lot of. It's hard for him when he lays down. It's hard for him to kind of get up.
Send me a photo.
I will. And he's a good dog. He's been there for it all.
Oh yeah,
it's crazy.
Thanks so much, my friend.
Oh, it was a pleasure.
Show.
It was always a pleasure, brother.
All right.
Always.